What Malpani Group is today, it wasn't the case earlier. What it takes to build ऐसी legacy company जो 100 साल last कर जाती है.
It was started by my great grandfather. One by one, everybody started joining. We invested with one developer in Bangalore. That's how we came to know the fun of real estate. And then we thought, okay, why not we start our own real estate? और तब मेरी just शादी हुई थी. It was a love marriage. So my family asked me to, whether you marry the girl and leave the business, or you be in the business and marry the girl we wanted to marry. So I was like, oh, the heck with the business, I'll go marry with the girl I love. And that's how, I started my own.
How does a family business actually run? Yours is now in the 4th generation. Obviously, you all are living together, also building the business together. So how does it work?
The rules are very, very simple. Whatever you do, you communicate. For every successful business, the communication is very, very important.
Let's talk about Imagica. How did Imagica happen?
This could be a very good case study. First of its kind happened in India.
So what was the amount that you finally got Imagica for?
So it's around 475 crore.
So there's a very big debate about work-life balance. What is the optimal number of working hours? Should you take work home?
So when I go home, I talk all good things. लोगों ने क्या अच्छा बोला, business में this is good, this is fun. So my kids now, they only think business. So my younger one, she found something on one beach and she said, when I go home, I'll clean it and I'll sell it to my friend. So that's how the culture built. So I believe you should take work home, not the stress, the fun part of it.
Ashish ji, welcome to Humans of Bombay and Hisaab Kitaab. It's very lovely to have you here.
Thank you. It is nice to be here.
Yeah, especially because, we're going to discuss a 100-year legacy. But what Malpani Group is today, it wasn't the case earlier. And we want to cover the journey, what really goes on in the real estate world, but also what it takes to build ऐसी legacy company जो 100 साल last कर जाती है. So talk to me a little bit about how it began.
Lovely. So we started around 130 years back, actually. This company started by my great-grandfather, Ashish Malpani. He was working in a small store then. छोटे गांव में छोटी दुकान, and that's why he was working. And that shop owner, he had one tobacco ka bag, which got weight for whatever reason. So he wanted to, kind of throw it away. So my great-grandfather, he then bought it for 1 rupee and dried it on the street. Then, और फिर उसको he sold it in the bazaar. उस time में like मेरे गांव में आज भी every Saturday we have this Saturday bazaar. गांव का बाजार सब farmers आते हैं, you put. So that's where he went and he sold in pieces, in छोटे-छोटे pouch में pack करके he sold it. And then eventually we started buying the raw tobaccos from those days. So tobacco used to, grow in Maharashtra only. So we bought a lot of it from Panini and those places, which is very close from my hometown. And then eventually somebody suggested my grandfather that, the better quality tobacco is there in Gujarat. That's how they reached to Gujarat. Then eventually UP and then South, Kolkata. So now from all over the states, we get tobacco, we do process and we sell it. But yes, it started from that one weight bag.
Wow. And जो आज है, Malpani Group is known for real estate, especially commercial. And of course, अब हम residences में भी venture करेंगे. So how did the real estate move kind of happen? And how did you begin? Because you've not taken any loans. And that's very unheard of in the real estate space. So how did it begin?
So basically, real estate, what happened is after my education, so we have 5 brothers. Rajesh is the eldest one. So Rajesh, Sanjay, Manish, Girish, Ashish. So I finished my education, and then, the benefit of having big family is you have to give work to everyone. So in those days, we invested with one developer in Bangalore. And that's how we came to know the fun of real estate. And then we thought, okay, why not we start our own real estate? और तब मेरी just शादी हुई थी. It was a love marriage, actually. And in those days, love marriage in my town, some other caste girl, it's a big thing. So my family asked me to, either you marry the girl and leave the business, or you be in the business and marry the girl we want you to marry. So I was like, oh, the heck with the business, I'll go marry with the girl I love. And that's how, I started my own. I wanted to put a factory. So I started with biscuits, basically.
Okay.
I was getting it manufactured from Hyderabad. But the quality was not consistent. The quality was not good. So I thought I'll put my own factory. And that's how I came to Pune to look for land. Then my brother told me, why don't you, check out real estate? And so I thought, okay, let's find out what is there in the real estate, because I used to follow my brother a lot.
But this is as part of the family, yeah?
No,
Outside.
So outside.
Okay.
It was on my own.
Because you married.
Correct. So as a family, we were together.
Right.
But for me, they asked me to be out of my business.
Which is a main business.
Yes.
Right.
So I was completely out of the business. Whatever fund was given was my fund then in the business. And I was supposed to start with that. And that's how I was looking for land. And eventually my brothers, like after 3-4 years of my marriage, they realized that now I am going to look for a new business or the real estate business. So they realized now I can, come back in the business. So, and then together, the Malpani family together started putting money in the real estate business.
So tell me about the family business. It's a very interesting topic. बहुत सारे courses भी बन रहे हैं इस पे कि how does a family business actually run, and yours is now in the 4th generation, and obviously you all are living together, also building the business together. So how does it work? Draw us a picture. If somebody who has no idea had to watch this conversation, what entails a family business?
See, when we started the business, it was started by my great-grandfather. Then my grandfather and all the, one by one, everybody started joining. The best part is, for every successful business, the communication is very, very important. And my elder brother, Mr. Rajesh Malpani, who did his MS from US, he came back, started looking after the business. He understood the strength of, joint family. And the rules are very, very simple. Whatever you do, you communicate. Suppose I want to buy a fancy car, a sports car. It will be from my pocket. It will not be from company's kharcha. Everything I want to do, other than the business, will be my own thing. We are not allowed to do our own investments. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि I like some company, I want to buy shares, so I buy share from my own money. No. We all will be together in any business. So we want to buy a share, we all will buy it together. We want to buy a house, it will be for everybody. So there are few rules which we decided.
Who set these rules?
So we understood it eventually. There was not written. It's not written rules.
It's not written. Okay.
No, we just follow what is right. So for example, my uncle, Omkaraji Malpani, he used to come on office right on time. So 9 baje, people say that, if we see him walking towards office, that we know, okay, 9 baje, he's going to the office. Because in small town, you walk to the office. So people know that it's 9 o'clock now, because Omkaraji Malpani is walking towards the office. So time, ethics, and transparency. And any decision what we take, whatsoever is the decision, we make sure that it is not majority. It is either everybody yes. Even if single person says no for any project, we don't do it.
Can you tell me what is the family tree? So people have context, how many people are involved in the family business?
Right. So it started from my great-grandfather, then my grandfather. He had, those days you have 7, 8, 9 kids, very easy.
Yeah.
So there were these 4 brothers, and all of them were very well educated. So my eldest uncle, we call him Baba, he was then, a law degree holder. Omkarath Malpani, my uncle, he was in the 2nd year of medical. But my grandfather called him back because he needed helping hands for growing business. So he had to leave that MBBS ka course and come back. And my father was doing engineering, science basically. But because we wanted somebody then to look after the accounts, he shifted to commerce to understand the business. So from my grandfather, three of them, then out of three, one shifted to Mumbai and started his own. My father and my uncle stayed together. My uncle have two sons, Rajesh and Sanjay. And we are three brothers, Manish, Girish, I am the youngest, Ashish. And now we have three boys, nephews, Yash, Jai and Harsh. They belong to my brothers, of course.
So total how many in the family business?
Right now we are 8 of us running the show.
Wow. Okay. And how does the financials work? P&L, audit, how do you kind of figure out just different finances, right, of each individual business in the family?
Correct. It's like for every other businesses, we have a regular P&L. We are responsible as a businessman for that P&L. But as I told you, every decision goes to the board. So the decision is taken together. So it's not like my decision only. I drive it. If it's real estate, I drive it.
Right.
But because everybody agreed to invest, if by खुदा ना खास्ता वो fail भी होता है, तो nobody blames to anybody. Because we know that we all decided to go ahead together.
It's a collective decision.
It was a collective decision and business can fail.
Okay.
Something can go wrong. Once that is understood, it becomes easy. That's one. The second thing is the way we do it, because we present. So for example, my daughters, for them they know Imagica भी अपना है, दूसरा retail का business है वो भी अपना है, गाय छाप भी अपना है. They know all. They won't see कि पापा का business real estate है तो it's like my business.
Yeah.
So that sanskar is gone to everyone. Everybody knows that this is our business. Somebody is taking care of it. So for example, any public limited, you have a CEO. So here I work like a CEO, though we have CEO and all. But I work like a CEO for that particular business and I am responsible for the P&L. We keep on giving reports on time, project done, profit, whatever, shared and again invested in another business, whichever we want.
What is the Malpani Group worth today?
So, Imagica itself has gone to, I believe, 3,500 crore. And almost all other businesses are equivalent to that.
Wow.
And so that's a turnover. And the revenue could be around 700, 800.
So how does, in a family business, how does the profitability get split? Is it business-wise or overall for the group?
Overall.
It's overall at the group level.
So for example, in most of the business in real estate, you will see who are responsible to get whatever 2%, 5%. No. Here, it's not like that. I am responsible for that activity. I give my 100%. I don't get anything extra. Because my other brother is giving his 100% in that business. That may succeed, may do better, may not do better. That's a different story. But it has nothing to do with the profit. It has nothing to do with our own. We have a fixed salary. So, my salary, to be very frank, is 5 lakh rupees. So, 5 lakh rupees a month is my salary. Anything above that I am spending will go from my capital.
Right.
So, that's how we follow. Then we don't go overspending and we don't. So say for example, we also have a rule saying if we have a travel less than 8 hours, we don't travel business class for business reason. As an individual, I can. It's my choice because that money is going from my capital. But for a business, if I'm traveling for a business, say I'm going to Dubai, 2.5 घंटे का journey, we will not travel business class. If I want to travel business class, I will pay for that.
The upgrade.
Company will not pay for it.
Right.
Company will pay for economy.
Right.
So that is how we kept. So the best car came in my family to me. I'm the youngest one. पर land लेने जाना है, ये ले पाएगा कि नहीं? So they say, okay, we can invest in your car. So that time I had the best car in the family. The others were traveling in Fortuner or Innova, and I was traveling in Range Rover. So that was the difference. But the investment was for business.
Yeah.
So there was no ego. My elder brother, he did not say, मुझे अच्छा गाड़ी नहीं तू. It was not like that. It was a necessity for the business. We'll do it for the business.
Understood.
So that's how we run. And now everybody knows. Our kids know. Because that's how we are born brought up. So usually there is no structure as such, nothing written down for sure. Except me, I guess real estate was never my choice.
Okay.
My brothers, because whatever expense they have from the investment they did in Bangalore, they thought real estate is a good business to get in. जो वाटर पार्क अम्यूजमेंट पार्क है, so my elder brother Karishma Mehta, he was studying in US. That time my another elder brother, the eldest one in my family, Manish. So Manish Bhaiya went to US with Bhabhi, for a holiday trip because my other brother was already there. And they went to visit some parks and all. So they went to one water park. And while playing, he realized, why can't we get this type of entertainment in India, in Shirdi? And Shirdi is just like 35 minutes drive from my home. So, and Shirdi is a tourist place, and we have a million people coming every day in Shirdi. And if we get only 10% of it, still the business is good. That was the idea. And that's how he thought of it. Then he started, doing research, who are the people who supply rides and all. And that's how we started Park. So it was not decided. He was just businessman. They have their always eyes open. They keep on saying, what may not work. So that's how I believe we started water park business. So as a tax structuring point of view, we started our first windmill project. Eventually, that windmill project became as big as our tobacco business. So again, it was not planned, but we got the opportunity, and we could, get on it, and we could do good on that. So we have around 611 megawatt of solar and wind together, which is one of the largest in India, privately owned. So education was another interesting business, the way it started basically. So I was in Pune already. Pune, Vidyacha Mahagar, so we have good schools and everything in Pune. So we thought then, and English is very important language now. And we don't have good English schools in my hometown then. So I told my eldest brother that he should send his son to stay with me so that he can study in Pune. Now it was his only son. Jay is the only son of my brother Manish. But he said, okay, I'm ready to send him because our bond is very good. So he did not, even think for a second. But I have two more nephews. And the other brothers and mother, they said, why send the kids away?
Yeah.
Why can't we build our own school in our hometown? That's how Dhruv Global School we started in my hometown. It's nice, 31-acre spread. So that's how we got into the school. And eventually when I saw that school and the kids growing up, getting very, very confident because the infrastructure is big and beautiful. And my daughter was not in a good school compared to the Dhruv Sangamne. So I was getting very impatient, because I could see my nephews and my niece, they are getting good education, and whereas my daughter has to compromise because I have to stay in my hometown. So I told my brothers, we need a school in Pune. So they all agreed. That's how we bought a property in Sus. It was expensive then, but they said, okay, we have to do it for our daughter. We have to do it. Today that school is doing wonderful, the Pune school. We started second in Pune, and we bought one from Paranspe. We bought one school from them. And eventually now we started one more in Dubai. So the school business started growing like that. We started water park in Shirdi. Then the second we started in Wet and Joy in Lonavala. Eventually Imagica happened. We'll talk about that. So from our tobacco business, we started diversifying like this. But it was not like you do this or this is my interest, nothing like that. Business is something like you keep on, I always hear, okay, wherever your passion is, you do business. I feel wherever your business is, put your passion in that. And other things you can do as a passion, as a fun. But business has to be well thought of, well studied. And you can go wrong in the businesses. You can go wrong in the business. But that's okay. So we do not decide who will do what.
Correct.
It just happens that somebody takes the lead and everyone stands together.
Understood. Let's talk about Imagica. And very recently, it's been in the news also because the proposition ki Disneyland ko lana hai India, and that whole conversation around why do we need somebody when we have a great park. So, how did Imagica happen, or what are your views on this? That Disneyland may come to India. How do you look at it?
Correct. So Imagica was a very well done park by Mr. Shetty, and he did a good job, no doubt, on the creating the park.
Mm.
We were lucky to have it. I must say that. So what happened in the news? There was something about that there is some Imagica is in problem, kind of. So my nephew Jay and my brothers and they started studying the balance sheet of Imagica. Being a public limited company, the balance sheet isn't open. And we also wanted to see what are their revenue sources so that we can also improve on our own parks. And that's how they realized that the Imagica is in trouble. And there's where we saw the opportunity to take it over. This story was before COVID. So COVID ke pehle we started negotiating with the banks. There were 5-6 banks. And it became very difficult for the bank to take the cut, because in the public eyes, it can be very tricky. So the negotiations were going on and on for very, very long. And then COVID happened, right? COVID ke baad, all this entertainment industry got a very bad, rather, setback.
Yeah.
And the banks, already in trouble, got further in trouble. So after COVID, because the discussion of the table was going on, online and everything was happening in those days. And eventually banks realized this is a price, this is a fair price. And believe me, we wanted to close it outside NCLT. Because once any property goes into NCLT, the property gets destroyed.
Yeah.
So we wanted to close it outside the NCLT. And so this could be a very good case study. First of its kind happened in India. And then we could, do whatever bargaining we could do. And we got that.
What was the amount that you finally got Imagica for?
So it's around 475 crore.
Right.
There was a hotel which standing tall, no hotel. And we were talking with a couple of guys for the hotel because we don't have any expense in hotel industry as such. And hotel was not our business. So we never wanted that asset in a way. But the other guys were taking time to take decisions, and time was very, very important for us. So then we thought, okay, leave it. We will only buy it. So we bought the hotel also, and today the market price and everything is very good. So yeah, we were lucky, and that property was very well done.
Okay. तो हम numbers के बारे में बात करते हैं. It's called Hisaab Kitaab. So we'll talk about numbers for the business. So initial capital क्या था that you began with, right? Because especially in real estate, to consider without a loan, without any kind of external investor is quite rare.
See, to be very frank, the land price then was higher in my hometown than in suburb of Pune.
Oh.
Because my hometown was, I don't know, for whatever reason, it was very expensive. So when we decided to buy property in Pune, and especially in Bane, we realized that this price is cheaper than our Sangamneka price, the way we thought of it. So that investment, I remember the first the first one which we bought was in Pimpri Saudhagar, PCMC, Pimpri Chinchwad area. That property was 400 rupees a square feet that time. No road, nothing. And in my home place, 600 rupees was the price.
Oh, wow.
So we thought it's cheaper than Sangamnet. So it was, and the only logic was towards Mumbai. Because if you look at the history, the city grows towards the bigger city. Right? So our by default choice was anything
Bombay
towards Mumbai. Anything towards Mumbai. So that's how we started acquiring. So initial investment for 3 acre land, 400 rupees square feet wouldn't be much for us. क्योंकि तब तक हमारे ग्रुप का बिजनेस was काफ़ी बड़ा हो चुका.
Correct.
And real estate fund was very expensive. And जब खुद का fund available है, so then we don't have to go for loan. That was the idea then. Even till date, we follow the same thing. It's not that we don't take loan. We definitely do take loan. Bank money is the cheapest money. But we make sure that we pay them first.
Yeah.
So our lifestyle, the way we live, the way we travel, everything is so disciplined that we always make sure that we pay the bank first. Once you pay the bank first, then you don't have to worry. So our simple philosophy is, to start a business, you can take the loan. To run the business, don't take the loan.
Correct.
So that's how we grow. So, and when you can fund yourself for these kind of assets, the loan can be very, very expensive in real estate. One wrong call and everything can be, upside down. So, and that investment we did was very, very slow. It was not, so real estate is not the only focus, right? We have among our family, there's like competition. Say the fund is, say for example, 100 crore. Then everybody has to present his case to take that 100 crore investment. I will present mine, my nephew will present his, my other brother will present his, and the board will decide where to put those 100 crores, and then wherever you want to take the loan to support that business.
Right. Okay. So this was the first land
Correct.
जो आपने खरीदा.
Correct.
Today, how many square foot are you operating on? How many square foot belongs to the Malpani Group?
So it's around 7 million square feet of commercial, only leasing, no sell. And residential is around, I believe, 1.5 million square feet. Industrial is around 3 million we're working on. And a couple of hospitality projects we're working on.
So Mumbai is tough as a market for real estate, obviously because prices are also skyrocketing. I pay rent in Bombay. I think everybody understands कि it's ridiculously expensive. So, but from the real estate front, how difficult is that? क्योंकि when you pay that premium, you also expect that quality. कि मुझे ये quality का building चाहिए, ये facilities चाहिए.
Correct.
How difficult has it been to crack a market like Bombay?
I believe, very frankly, like we got one in Ville Parle, and it was a little easy, is what I felt, because the way we presented, we got all our suppliers on board there. So, for example, we got Gabriel, because we are already delivering quality product in Pune. So all our suppliers like Gabriel or Shoko or Toto, all those companies, we asked them to come with us and present their product in the society meeting.
Right.
So society got excited because they realized that here the transparency is a different level. See, the best part with Mumbai, the margins are good. If you choose right product and if you know where to stop, right? This is our technically first, from scratch, everything is ours, is first. So we made sure that we show everything to the customer. We told them that this is what they are going to get in their house. Please understand, when you look at the house, you look at the structure, the beauty and all. But what goes inside the duct is very, very important. Because those are like our body, apne veins hai. So we made sure that we show them what is going inside the building and how the noise can be controlled by giving good windows. And Sugar is again a Swiss German company. So we use Gabriel, which is a Swiss company, Choco, Toto, Japanese company. All these best brands together, we are going to deliver a good product. And thank God, fortunately, the society members bought that idea. They came, visited our Pune real estate, Pune residential project. In my Pune project, in our sales gallery, we displayed this product directly to the customer. That this is what you are going to get. Whatever happened to the market, you are going to get this. And this is the price against it. And then it becomes very, very easy for customers to compare what they are going to get with us compared to what they are going to get with some other developer. और जितना आप transparently as a developer, आप जितना transparently बताओ customers को, they are looking forward for it because the transparency is somehow missing in this business.
Right.
So I think, taking the business is easy. Taking the project. But taking it forward, dealing with the officers and maybe the local conditions, that is something now I'll be testing the water.
Right.
So let's see.
You have very interesting names for your properties. There's like Aripata, there's Claudelia. How do you come up with these names? It's nothing fancy, nothing international. It's interesting. So what is the motivation behind that?
You see, I read a lot of books, right? And one day I was reading a book on Elon Musk and his car Tesla. And I was just wondering, okay, why did he call Tesla his car Tesla? Because Tesla, we all know scientists' name. So we thought that's a good idea to give a scientist name to the product.
Mm.
And what is the opportunity do I have? So my other project earlier was M Agile, M Connect.
Mm.
So I thought, why not I also give my building some different name? And that's where earlier this one building of mine, we used to call it M Fibonacci. Fibonacci was
Yeah, the
formula.
Fibonacci design. Yeah.
So we thought, first we were calling it Fibonacci, and then we thought, why Fibonacci? Why not have our own people? And then I thought of M. Aryabhatta. So Aryabhatta, who
Of course.
zero,
Zero.
ka.
Yeah.
Then Kautilya, because we know Arthashastra of Chanakya, Kautilya's Arthaniti.
Yeah.
So we started calling Kautilya to one of our project. One more project of mine, we call it Ramanujan. He was a mathematician, famous mathematician of India. So these names, so people ask, why this name? And then some of them may Google, some of them know. I want to start that trend. Why unnecessary you have to call your commercial? You go in Europe, they don't give any other language names. I mean, they have their own
It's
names.
localized. Yeah.
So I thought, why not we give our own names to our own buildings? अपने state को अपने नाम है.
Hmm.
Then why not our own buildings? So all the commercial buildings I have started calling
By that name. By a
either
particular
scientist or
name. Yeah.
mathematician or Arthashastra.
Okay. The number one project that people talk about, especially from a residential perspective in a city like Mumbai, is Lodha, because of their sheer scale and the expansion that has happened. I know a few people who live in Lodha Park, which is right here, and it's a community. And jo facilities hai, the engaging communities around children, around working parents is very robust.
Correct.
So how do you view them as competition? Do you view them as something that has disrupted the market, or do you want to do something else entirely?
See, all these guys who shaped the real estate business, they did favor to the real estate business. They showed that side ka kya ho sakta hai, no? So I have very, very high regards to all these guys. Are we in competition? No. I'll be developing my own product, my own way. And they have developed their own product, their own way. When it comes to quality, we all share the same, can share the same consultants and the suppliers and the contractors. The game is more towards the financial discipline. Do I want to compete them? No. But do I want them to feel that I am a competition? Yes. I mean, that will be my interest, right?
Right.
Because the price what they command over the period, I want to get the similar price. Then only I will be in the market, because every good proposal, all these big boys can come and snatch it because they can sell at a higher price. Now, if I want to sell at a higher price, I have to make sure that I deliver the product better than them. That will always be my target. When I started in Pune, that was my target. I want to deliver the product which is better than the leader and at the cost effective, because I cannot demand the cost today. But tomorrow I can be at par. So yes, we are in a very friendly competition in a way. We learn from each other. I do visit their site. So because you mentioned Lodha, they have their real estate office in Pune in my commercial building.
Oh, really?
And they love that building. They were going somewhere else.
Yeah.
But when their team saw my building, they thought, okay, we got to be part of that building. So they are in our commercial building through smart work. And then they did their sample flat in our same commercial building on the top floor. So their project is nearby, but their sample flat in our building.
Right.
So we are definitely, people are talking about us, at least in Pune people are talking about us. And I'm very, very sure people in Mumbai will talk about us. I'm very confident.
And how will you deliver that? ये जो USP है, right? कि हम अलग कर रहे हैं, हम better कर रहे हैं. How do you plan on delivering that?
See, fortunately for me, sale is not the important thing. The delivery is.
Correct.
So if sale happens, I'm happy. If sale doesn't happen, I will still deliver. Because the risk what we take in the business is very calculated. We don't go overboard. Marathi mein na, because my education is Marathi, so they say Antrun Paun Pay Pasrave. So that means as big your blanket is, you should use that much. You don't overboard. So the way we, in my family, we always had this, that we have whatever money we have, we invest that much, and we make sure that we pay the bank first, as I mentioned
Yeah.
before. So मेरे project में I always make sure that what I want to deliver is of this quality. Even if the price I'm not getting to that, today I have to keep on investing because tomorrow I'll get the price. So I'm getting all the brands, the best brands available in India, international brands available in India. I am getting all the best contractor, and I'm making sure that companies like Bureau Veritas is checking our quality and safety. We are making sure that internationally we are getting awards. Locally, though we get, but our targets are to get international awards in our projects because that motivates us and our team. So today we can deliver better product because of better people with us. And now market is very, very open. You know everything, you get everything.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're also setting up in markets like Dubai, right? How does that expansion plan play into the business dynamics? Because you're moving into an entirely new geography.
Correct. So you keep on hearing, people are going abroad, they're investing abroad. International fund is coming in India. So we thought, why not, taste the water outside also. And it's always good to have some money invested outside for whatever logical reasons. And just to investment, keep in some bank or something doesn't make sense, right? So we thought, why not invest into real estate? That's what the business we understand. And Dubai is comparatively easy because traveling distance is less. Ease of business is very, very, very high. So we thought we'll test water there. If we succeed, we'll grow further. If unfortunately we won't, then that's okay.
Yeah.
That's one decision maybe gone wrong. But before I go there, my nephew Yash went there and he started school. Before even I go. And that school has started getting good response now.
Wow.
So when we got this, we took it over. There were 125 students only. Next year, immediately after we took it over, my brother Sanjay Malpani went there, talked to the parents. People realized our values because international education, but local value, Indian values, that's how we do in our schools. So next year, 300 students, double. And we are very, very confident that we'll keep on growing very, very fast. So that's how Dubai came in. It was not really planned.
It's a natural extension
It was
of
just a
India.
natural extension, and it was very easy to start something in Dubai.
Right.
So we thought, okay, let's do it.
There are things that don't work out in a business, right? Like, and at my level, which is very, very, very small, we face it every single day. Something does not work out. What for you personally has not worked out in terms of projects or business ideas? And how do you deal with that setback?
So we started, so one of my brother Grish, he came back from his education US, and we had to start some business for him because we believe more the people put more money more in more different businesses. That's how we diversify.
Yeah.
So we started an oil ka business, edible oil. So groundnut and sunflower. I remember I was studying, but I remember a bit of it. The success on that business initially was wonderful. People were buying it. We were the first one to get the Tetra in Maharashtra. Tetra pack.
Yeah.
The oil then. It was before the time fell. And then we thought, okay, the demand is good, but the quality, because we were getting it from somebody else. So our control on quality was not there. So we thought we'll put up our own factory. So we started our own factory in my hometown of groundnut oil. And we did turnover of 100 crore in 6 months. Profit, 0. So it was like, what are we doing? 100 crore got turnover and no profit. We sold that business. But was it a setback? Yes, of course it was a setback. We worked hard. The brand was called Utsav. We did a lot of advertisement. We did a lot of things. My brother worked hard. He had that dream. Shattered. But we understand that business can fail. The risk can... That's why we are always, we don't overboard. And then he was then part of Water Park, Amusement Park, our initial business. The two of them, with their ideas, they started that. But yeah, we failed. My real estate project, we thought, okay, we'll get this return. We have all this trouble from environment, and you must have heard of it. The project can stop any time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very very risky situation. You can really kill someone. Somebody can kill himself, like suicide, because of the financial burdens. 6-8 महीना कोई project stop हो जाता है all of the sudden. The losses, and if somebody has taken heavy loans, and so you're gone. So 2 of my residential project, we had thought we will have 20% margin. We ended up having 8% का margin. So thank God the support was strong. We delivered, we got out of it, but technically we failed. Financial, the profit and loss.
It didn't make sense. The
statement
P&L didn't balance, yeah.
So yeah, you go wrong.
And what do you learn from that? What have you learned from those failures?
One thing for sure, execution ka speed is important. Don't worry about the FSI. The extra FSI, we developers are always want to just leave it, because time is so important. If I deliver any project of good size in 3 years, adding another floors or another couple of lakh square feet to it, and 2 साल उसके लिए for that one project, it does not make business sense. I got to just leave it. That was a big learning from these 2 projects. Now I make sure that my projects are before time. That's why I said I don't believe in selling. If it happens, it's good. If not, I still have to deliver, finish on time, because otherwise the expenses are very high. And Hindustan mein, people are comfortable buying the ready projects क्योंकि उनके experience खराब है. Out of India, you will not see that. Out of India, projects are failure if you do not sell immediately after launch.
Yeah.
Then it's a risky business. But in India, it's the other way. You build and you sell at a better price. So that's why we thought, okay, let's not worry about sell. We are selling, of course. But that's not my focus. I don't even call my salespeople. I call my engineers. क्या चल रहा है, quality, ये वो, but I don't care with the sale, because I know I have to deliver whatever happens.
When we talk about schooling, we talk about these things that are, that impact lives. Like, of course, even in real estate, you're impacting somebody's life every single day. They live in that house, but like larger impact, like education, you shape somebody's entire life. What are you doing on giving back to society lens when it comes to real estate or any of the other businesses from your CSR function?
Correct. So CSR is many times is kind of compulsory. We were
to
doing
2%.
it even before CSR
The rule.
kicked in. Yeah. So whatever we are doing, the most important is the mass wedding. Every year, Akshaya Tritiya, we do mass wedding. Earlier it used to be 50 weddings. Now we have got that numbers to 31 because it's well manageable. So every year, 31 marriages we do. All religion or caste does not matter. The idea came from my uncle, because in those days, we spend a lot of money on
weddings. Of course.
मतलब लोग लोन निकाल के वेडिंग करते हैं, और गांव में ये प्रॉब्लम है. So we thought if we give them a good platform where they can, they don't have to take out the loan, it will, because we have seen families getting destroyed because of the loan.
Yeah.
So my uncle started it. We take 1 rupee registration charges, and we give 3,000, 5,000 rupees ka gift to them. 5,000 buying price. MRP could be more. And every individual, so husband and wife, can get 50 guests each. So 31 into 100. So it's like 3,400 guests of everyone's. And so many people, then politicians, they want to come in because they see gathering. So these people have fantastic wedding. My entire family stands there to serve. Our staff come and serve them. This we are doing from last 20, 25, 30 years.
Wow.
Another one is we have taken over some local schools, gave them a lot of support. And we are running that school now. That school, they are doing good because the students there, they are getting good support from the industry also. Then we are planting a lot of trees. So one of my brother Manish, every year on his birthday, he plants 1 lakh trees. And we don't only plant, we make sure that we water them, all the piping, and we plant them on hills. Because hills, once they are green, they are even better. This time, on my another brother Sanjay Malpani's birthday, we planted 1 lakh trees. And my other brother, his birthday is in August, will be 1 lakh trees. So far we must have planted 4-5 lakh of trees in my hometown.
Wow.
That now we are also targeting Pune. that responsibility is with me now. So we'll be targeting Pune and we'll be planting a lot of trees. Then a lot of help we keep on giving from our trust to medical. Many people need medical support, so we give that. Many kids need education support. We do that. Once we understand, a lot of places we are given donations. We are given donations to the schools, to the hostels, so that they can build and they can perform.
Yeah. Okay. So it brings us to the end of all the questions that we are on a technical front, but on advice for somebody who wants to say participate in a family business or is thinking कि हम भी कर सकते हैं, what advice would you give them?
So see, I got something from my mother and my auntie, right? So to go on time, my mother used to push me. You see, Rajesh Bhaiya, my cousin, he goes on time. Why can't you go on time in the office? So the mother used to keep on pushing us, go on time, do this. Your father used to do it. Your uncle used to do it. So that sanskar came from that. My auntie Lalita Malpani, she was staying in Pune for me, one of my cousin. She stayed in Pune for 2 months to teach her because we are from Sangamner, hometown,
Yeah.
right? So Pune, we had some courses, summer courses. So she stayed, not my mother. She stayed. So this is how we understood it. And if some new generation want to come in, they got to understand the value, the family values. That's very, very important. Non-negotiable. You got to understand the family value. Don't try and many times when I came back from Australia, I did my MBA from Australia. When I came back, I used to think, ऐसा change होना चाहिए, ये change होना चाहिए. I saw some person sitting doing nothing. I used to feel like इसको क्यों भरा गया है तो कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा, kinda. Then my brother told me, slow down, understand the business, don't jump. Believe me, I realized it later that it is so important that you take care of the human resource. Now we call it human resource, but you take care of your people. क्योंकि वो जो comfort आता है group के अंदर, that's very important. I have seen young generation coming in and then they want to change things. They think the way father was doing business was wrong. ऐसा होना चाहिए. Boss, he did it. He must have faced a lot of trouble then.
Yeah.
Don't immediately start, changing things. That immediate change is very, very dangerous. Learn the game, understand it, then slowly start changing because they will also learn from you. They will also understand you and they will also have confidence on you. Once you get that confidence, then you go and make those small, small changes. You may have to do a lot of changes, but not immediately. Don't try and teach the seniors immediately. That will not work. You got to slow down, understand, learn, see what was the reason they are doing what they are doing. Once you understand the reason, maybe your inputs will be better.
So there's a very big debate about work-life balance. What is the optimal number of working hours? Should you take work home? Like for me also, for example, I'm working all the time, but nobody's forcing me. I just like and enjoy my work a lot. So what is your opinion on this whole subject and how does it work when you're running a family business? Do you have like clock in timings? Do you have like a punch in, punch out? What is that aspect?
So we tried that, punch in, punch out. We tried that fixed time and we realized it does not work.
Okay.
Once you are driven, business driven, you will do it. Then you don't have to be like we told our kids, reach at 9 o'clock. We thought we'll have some discipline. It does not work that way. When they come, but they are not coming late. They see that their uncles or their father, they are all coming on time. So they are coming on time. So there is no fixed rule as such. Going home, of course, no fixed rule as such. But you got to give your 100%. Taking work home, I believe we must do that. Don't take the stress home. Okay, don't let kids know the stress, maybe the wife. That will affect the family life. But you can always discuss business with your spouse or with your kids, with your nephews. In our case, in joint family, we sit on dining table together. When we discuss, because when I was young, my brother and my father used to discuss. And that is like a sanskar on us. It's a culture. They know. So we learn from them. They always respected, business के कैसे, staff के बारे में, social work, local politics, अपने समाज का politics. So पूरा अपना जो vision है as a student or as a kid, it becomes better. For example, if I'm professional. And if I come home and if I tell my wife, आज ने boss ने ऐसा किया, or the other staff member, internal politics, the kid will also think मेरा भी boss होएगा. I will also talk to the
I'll also have these stressful
all that.
situations.
So when I go home, I talk all good things. लोगों ने क्या अच्छा बोला, business में this is good, this is fun. So my kids now, they only think business. So my younger one, she found something on one beach, and she said, when I go home, I'll clean it and I'll sell it to my friend. So that's how the culture built. So I believe you should take work home, not the stress, the fun part of it. And read in front of the kids, read your emails in front of the kids. Give enough time to them. They also don't want complete attention of yours. Let's be realistic about it. But give them enough time so that you don't feel guilty eventually. And as you grow old, once kids start growing, they also need a very little time from you. So I believe you should always. About working hours, I myself try and finish my work in the given time so that I can spend time on my own activities. For example, I do paragliding, I do scuba, or I love adventure sports. I do all my running and all. I can give my time to myself or reading if I can finish the work on time. And in a business, because earlier when our parents were working, their human resource was limited. Now you have CEO and CFOs, and if you start delegating your powers to them, then you'll get free time to do something else. Once you do that, then the life and work balance becomes very, very natural.
Yeah.
But let it be. Don't work out too much on that.
So what is a typical day in your life?
So it's very, 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 very typical actually.
Yeah.
Every day I get up, I make sure that I get up before 6:30, exercise, and office at around 10. Usually try not to be late. Once I come back, I practice guitar. This is my 4th attempt, and this time I have decided I will, this time Arya Par. So because I read this book, Building Habits.
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits. It says give only 20 minutes and you can learn any new skill. So now every day 20 minutes I go home and I practice on the guitar. I mean the teacher comes in, and whenever he is not there, I make sure that 20 minutes, I literally put alarm. And I put for 20 minutes, I do that. Once I'm done with that, and after dinner, early dinner, by 7:30 I have to finish. It's healthy practice. Then 9 o'clock I have another alarm. I read with my daughter. My elder one is now in US, Boston. She is in Northeastern learning finance and economics. She's in first year now. I read 20 minutes book. Again, I put alarm, 20 minutes. I read some book. She has to read any other book than study. No study book. And by 10:30, we're off. So from 9 onwards, no mobile, most of the time. If there is something important, my brother calls, because my phone is usually off after 9. So then my brother calls on my wife's number.
Pass the messenger.
So yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been absolutely lovely. And hopefully we've decoded what happens in a family business for our viewers and a lot more. So thank you so much for your time, Ashish.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.